The Complete Guide to Vitamin D, Your Secret Weapon for Strong Legs. After 58, a comprehensive health guide for seniors 50 plus in America who want to maintain their independence and mobility well into their golden years. Imagine climbing stairs, taking long walks in the park, or dancing at your grandchild's wedding when you're 75 with the same strength and stability you had at 50. For many seniors across the country, this scenario seems like an impossible dream. But what if I told you that maintaining strong legs and preserving your mobility well into your 70s, 80s, and even 90s isn't just wishful thinking? Today I'm sharing vital information that could dramatically improve your quality of life as you age. The statistics are concerning. 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, often resulting in serious injuries and loss of independence. But here's the encouraging news. These falls aren't an inevitable part of aging. There's a comprehensive approach that could help millions of seniors maintain their strength, balance, and mobility, with a critical vitamin playing a central role. This information is absolutely essential for everyone over 50 concerned about preserving their strength and mobility as they age. Understanding and implementing this knowledge could be the key to maintaining your quality of life for years to come. The missing link in senior health. Why so many people over 50 struggle with mobility? Before I reveal this crucial vitamin, let's understand why so many people over 50 begin experiencing mobility challenges. As we age, our bodies naturally undergo changes. One of the most significant is sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass that can begin as early as 50 and accelerates after 60. This condition causes weakness in the legs, makes balance more difficult, and significantly increases fall risk. But why does sarcopenia happen at different rates in different people? While some muscle loss is part of normal aging, accelerated muscle deterioration often has multiple causes. Nutritional deficiencies. Certain key nutrients become more difficult to absorb and process as we age. Reduced physical activity. Many adults become less active as they age. Hormonal changes. Natural decreases in growth. Hormone and testosterone can affect muscle mass. Inflammation. Chronic inflammation can accelerate muscle loss. Neurological changes. The connections between nerves and muscles change with age. For decades, we've focused heavily on calcium for aging bodies. While calcium is certainly important, there's another nutrient that's equally critical, especially for muscle strength and balance. This nutrient works synergistically with calcium, helping your body absorb and use it properly. Without sufficient amounts of this nutrient, your muscles begin to weaken more rapidly. But when you maintain proper levels, you can preserve your strength and mobility for much longer. The vitamin D revolution. Why it's crucial for your legs. After 58. The secret weapon I've been referring to is vitamin D, but it's comprehensive. Importance for muscle strength and mobility is far from common knowledge, especially among adults over 50. When most people think of vitamin D, they immediately think of bone health. But extensive research has conclusively shown that it's equally vital for muscle strength, balance, nervous system function, and overall mobility. Studies published in prestigious journals like the Journal of the American Geriatric Society have found that seniors who maintained optimal vitamin D levels experienced 23% fewer falls than those with deficiencies. Why does vitamin D have such a profound effect on muscle strength, particularly in the legs? There are several important mechanisms at work. Muscle fiber activation. Vitamin D helps activate both fast-twitch and slow-twitch muscle fibers properly, allowing for stronger contractions and better coordination when walking or standing. Protein. Synthesis. Adequate vitamin D levels promote the synthesis of proteins needed for muscle growth and repair, which becomes increasingly important after 58 calcium regulation. Vitamin D helps your body absorb and regulate calcium, which is necessary for proper muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Nerve function. It supports healthy nerve function, which is essential for sending accurate signals to your leg muscles for proper movement. Inflammation reduction. Vitamin D helps reduce chronic inflammation that can contribute to muscle weakness and joint pain in the legs. Researchers have found that low levels of vitamin D are directly correlated with weaker leg muscles, slower walking speeds, and poorer balance in adults over 50. According to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, without sufficient vitamin D, your body struggles to maintain not just bone density, but also crucial muscle mass and function. The hidden epidemic of vitamin D deficiency among adults over 50. How widespread is vitamin D deficiency among adults over 50? The numbers are truly alarming. Recent studies show that more than 70% of adults over 50 have insufficient vitamin D levels. This percentage increases to nearly 80% for those over 70, making it one of the most common nutritional deficiencies among seniors. The National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey revealed that older adults with low vitamin D levels are twice as likely to experience serious falls and fractures. For women over 58, the risk is even higher, with vitamin D deficiency linked to a significant increase in hip fractures, which can be life-changing events. Why are adults over 50 particularly vulnerable to vitamin D deficiency? Several factors contribute. Reduced sun exposure. Many seniors spend less time outdoors, and when they do, they often use sunscreen, which blocks vitamin D production. Decreased skin efficiency. After 50, your skin becomes 50% less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Impaired absorption. Digestive changes can reduce the body's ability to absorb vitamin D from food. Medication interactions. Many common medications prescribed to those over 50 can interfere with vitamin D metabolism. Weight changes. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, so it can become trapped in body fat and less available for use. Warning signs. Your body is crying out for vitamin D. The importance of vitamin D cannot be overstated for maintaining healthy bones, muscles, and immune systems. Yet many adults over 50 are unaware they have a deficiency, despite their bodies showing clear warning signs. Here are the most common symptoms that may indicate your body needs more vitamin D. 1. Leg muscle weakness and fatigue. The most significant signal is weakening of your leg muscles. If you frequently experience sensations of weakness or unsteadiness in your legs, particularly when standing, climbing stairs, or walking distances you used to manage easily, you may be deficient in this vital nutrient. This weakness isn't just inconvenient. It directly increases your fall risk as both balance and muscle strength become compromised. Because vitamin D levels gradually decrease with age, adults over 58 are particularly vulnerable to this symptom. Bone and joint discomfort. Persistent discomfort in your bones, especially in the lower back, knees, hips, or legs, can signal insufficient vitamin D. Without adequate vitamin D to facilitate calcium absorption, bones may become more vulnerable to pain and discomfort, particularly during weight-bearing activities. For adults over 50 who already face increasing joint challenges, this deficiency can compound existing issues and accelerate deterioration of mobility. Slow healing and recovery. Have you noticed that minor injuries or strains in your legs take longer to heal than they used to? Vitamin D plays a crucial role in tissue repair and regeneration. Insufficient levels can significantly slow the healing process and increase recovery time from everyday activities. This slower recovery can create a negative cycle where you become increasingly hesitant to stay active, further weakening your leg muscles. Frequent leg cramps and spasms. Because vitamin D helps regulate muscle contractions, you may experience painful leg cramps or muscle spasms, particularly at night, when levels are insufficient. These nighttime cramps can disturb sleep, which further impacts energy levels and overall health. Many adults over 50 mistakenly attribute these leg cramps solely to aging, when they may actually be a correctable vitamin D deficiency symptom. Unexplained fatigue and decreased endurance. When your legs tire quickly during normal activities that never bothered you before, your body might be signaling a vitamin D deficiency. Many people over 58 notice they can't walk as far or stand as long as they once could, often assuming it's just getting older when in fact it may be correctable. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's essential to consult with a healthcare professional. A simple blood test can confirm low vitamin D levels, and your doctor can recommend appropriate steps to restore optimal levels based on your specific health profile. The optimal strategy, a comprehensive approach to vitamin D and leg strength. While the research on vitamin D is compelling, I want to emphasize that maintaining leg strength after 58 requires a comprehensive approach. Vitamin D is a crucial piece of the puzzle, but it works best as part of a complete strategy. Here's my recommended approach for adults over 50 who want to maintain strong, stable legs for years to come. Optimize your vitamin D levels through multiple sources. Getting adequate vitamin D requires a multifaceted strategy: sensible sun exposure. Your body can produce vitamin D naturally when your skin is exposed to sunlight. As you age, however, this process becomes less efficient. Try to spend 15 to 20 minutes outdoors with some skin exposed, arms, legs, or face, 3 to 4 times per week. The optimal time for vitamin D production is during midday, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. when the sun's rays are strongest. If you live in northern states with long winters or frequently cloudy conditions, you may have limited sun exposure throughout the year. In these cases, other sources of vitamin D become even more important. Vitamin D-rich foods. While food alone might not provide all the vitamin D you need, incorporating these options can help boost your levels. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna are excellent sources of vitamin D. A 3.5-ounce serving of salmon contains approximately 570 IU of vitamin D, fulfilling a significant portion of your daily requirements. Egg yolks contain about 40 IU of vitamin D per yolk. Fortified dairy products, including milk, yogurt, and cheese, often have added vitamin D. Mushrooms exposed to UV light are the only plant-based food that naturally contains significant vitamin D, making them an excellent choice for vegetarians. Vitamin D3 supplements. For many adults over 50, taking vitamin D supplements is the most reliable method to maintain adequate levels, especially when sun exposure and dietary intake are insufficient. Age is a factor in determining necessary daily intake. Adults between 50-70 should consume at least 600 IU daily. Adults over 70 should aim for 800-1,000 IU daily. In cases of deficiency, healthcare providers may recommend higher therapeutic doses of 2,000-5,000 IU temporarily. Vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, is the preferred form of supplementation as it's more efficiently absorbed and utilized by the body than vitamin D2. Since vitamin D is fat-soluble, take it with a meal containing healthy fats for optimal absorption. Always consult with a healthcare professional before beginning any new supplement regimen, especially if you take medications or have chronic health conditions. Pair vitamin D with essential cofactors. Vitamin D doesn't work alone. It needs specific partners to function optimally in your body. Magnesium, the essential activator. Magnesium is essential for the body to activate vitamin D. No matter how much vitamin D you consume through sun, food, or supplements, your body cannot effectively utilize it without sufficient magnesium. Incorporate magnesium-rich foods into your diet to enhance vitamin D activation. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts and seeds, especially almonds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. Whole grains including brown rice and oats, beans and legumes, avocados and bananas. Those who struggle to get sufficient magnesium from food alone may benefit from a magnesium supplement. Combining magnesium with vitamin D can lead to enhanced bone health, muscle strength, and improved mobility. Vitamin K2, the director. Vitamin K2 works synergistically with vitamin D to ensure calcium goes where it's needed, bones, rather than where it's harmful, arteries and soft tissues. For adults over 50 concerned about both bone and cardiovascular health, this partnership is crucial. Good sources of vitamin K2 include fermented foods like natto and some cheeses, pastured egg yolks, grass-fed butter, organ meats, calcium, the building block. While many focus exclusively on calcium, it works best when balanced with adequate vitamin D and K2. Together, these nutrients ensure calcium is properly absorbed and deposited in bone tissue rather than joints or arteries. Beyond dairy, consider these calcium sources: sardines and canned salmon with bones, dark leafy greens like kale and collard greens, calcium-fortified plant milks, tofu made with calcium sulfate. Regular movement for muscle maintenance. While detailed exercise plans are beyond our scope here, it's important to note that some forms of regular physical activity is essential for maintaining leg strength. Even simple activities like daily walking, gentle stretching, or basic strength movements can make a significant difference when combined with optimal vitamin D levels. The key is consistency rather than intensity. Find activities you enjoy and can maintain regularly, as this will complement the muscle-supporting benefits of vitamin D. Addressing common challenges for adults. Many adults over 50 face specific challenges in maintaining optimal vitamin D levels. Let's address some common barriers. Limited sun exposure. For those with limited outdoor access due to mobility issues, weather constraints, or skin cancer concerns, consider brief strategic sun exposure, 10 to 15 minutes, before applying sunscreen. Use vitamin D lamps that replicate the effects of natural sunlight. Place greater emphasis on dietary sources and supplements. Create a sunny spot near a window for regular sitting, though glass blocks some beneficial rays. Digestive issues. 4. Those with digestive challenges that impair nutrient absorption. Choose highly absorbable forms of vitamin D3 like liquid drops. Take supplements with meals containing healthy fats. Consider digestive enzymes when taking supplements. Discuss with your healthcare provider whether higher doses may be needed to compensate for reduced absorption. Medication interactions. If you take medications that might interfere with vitamin D, take vitamin D supplements at a different time than these medications. Request more frequent vitamin D testing. Ask your healthcare provider about adjusted dosing. Consider a complete medication review focused on nutrient interactions. If you take any of these medications, work with your healthcare provider to monitor your vitamin D status more closely. Timeline for results. What to expect. When optimizing vitamin D, if you start with low vitamin D levels, it may take time before you notice significant improvements. Here's what you might expect. The first 2 weeks. Subtle increases in overall energy levels. Possible reduction in muscle cramps, particularly at night. Initial improvements in mood and sleep quality. By 1 month. Noticeable improvement in leg strength during daily activities. Enhanced balance and stability when walking or standing. Decreased muscle fatigue during routine tasks. By 3 months, significant increase in walking endurance and stair climbing ability, substantial reduction in unexplained leg pain and discomfort, improved recovery after physical activity. By 6 months. Research shows approximately 31% reduction in falls. Studies indicate up to 35% improvement in muscle strength. Evidence demonstrates roughly 40% reduction in fracture risk. These benefits are most consistently seen in seniors who follow a comprehensive approach that includes optimal vitamin D levels, appropriate physical activity, and attention to diet and lifestyle factors. Consistency is absolutely essential. Daily attention to vitamin D and leg strength will help preserve your mobility and independence for years to come. Vitamin D through the seasons, your year-round strategy. Vitamin D needs and sources vary significantly throughout the year, particularly for those living in states with distinct seasons. Here's how to adapt your approach. Spring, March-May. Begin increasing outdoor time as temperatures warm. Start with 10 to 15 minutes of sun exposure and gradually increase. Continue winter supplement doses until you've had 3 to 4 weeks of good sun exposure. Incorporate seasonal vitamin D foods like fresh eggs from pastured hens. Summer, June, August. Take advantage of opportunity for natural vitamin D production. Aim for 15 to 20 minutes of direct sun exposure, 3 or 4 times weekly before applying sunscreen. Consider reducing supplement dosage if you're getting regular sun. Consult your healthcare provider. Increase outdoor activities like walking, gardening, or swimming. Fall, September, November. Maintain outdoor activities as long as weather permits. Begin increasing vitamin D-rich foods as sun exposure decreases. Consider testing vitamin D levels at the end of fall to establish your winter baseline. Gradually return to higher supplement doses if needed. Winter, December, February. Maintain highest supplement dosage, as recommended by your healthcare provider. Maximize vitamin D from dietary sources. Use vitamin D lamps if appropriate. Take advantage of any sunny winter days for brief outdoor exposure. The importance of taking action. Now, the significance of maintaining optimal vitamin D levels cannot be overstated when it comes to preserving mobility, preventing falls, and maintaining independence for adults over 50. Given that a substantial percentage of older adults are deficient, it's imperative to take proactive measures starting today. Get your vitamin D levels tested regularly through your healthcare provider. Spend 15 to 20 minutes in the midday sun several times weekly, with appropriate skin exposure. Consume foods rich in vitamin D, such as fatty fish, eggs, and fortified dairy products. Take a vitamin D3 supplement of 600-1,000 IU daily, depending on your age and needs. Combine with magnesium and K2 to enhance absorption and effectiveness. Stay consistent with regular, gentle movement. Review your medications with your doctor for potential interactions. Create a safe home environment that supports mobility and prevents falls. Imagine yourself maintaining your strength, mobility, and independence well into your 70s, 80s, and even 90s. With the proper attention to vitamin D and a comprehensive approach to leg strength, this vision is attainable for many seniors in America. 1 in 4 people over 65 experiences a fall each year, often leading to serious injuries and loss of independence. But you don't have to become part of this statistic. By understanding the crucial role of vitamin D in maintaining muscle strength and balance, you can significantly reduce your risk. Research shows that seniors who maintain optimal vitamin D levels have a 23% lower risk of falling, and those who follow comprehensive health programs show even greater improvements in mobility and independence. What makes your journey to stronger legs unique? Where are you from in our country? Comment below to share your story and connect with others on the same path. Your experience might just inspire someone else to take these important steps toward better health and mobility.